Well, let's hope it doesn't come down to that.
Dad, thank God you're here.
Hopefully I'm not too late.
Who are they?
Shauna.
Sean.
Shanak. She was very important in Tuck's life. You see, when a Jaffa goes without a symbiote for any protracted length of time, at least according to Jaffa legend, his life flashes before his eyes. You know, it might help if you talk to him.
Teal, you gotta hang in there. I need you. You made me feel like one of the team. If there's anything I can do...
Don't worry about it, Proby. Go back to sleep.
Proby.
Dr. Fisher. What's their condition?
They're critical. All three of them.
3?
Due to his advanced age and the fact that his body is showing signs of rejecting the symbiote, Raytech has had to have it longer than Tilk. Now it seems that the strain of keeping them both alive is too much for the symbiote. I don't think it could restore either one of them at this point.
Well, what about a hand device?
I brought something better. Something that should work as effectively as a symbiote. At least for the short term.
What's that?
Tritonin, sir.
The drug the Pangarans offered us?
Whoa! That's ground gold, isn't it?
It's a little more refined than that, Jack, but yes, it is derived from gold symbiotes.
It supplanted the immune systems in the Pangarans. Why couldn't it do the same for the Jaffa?
I've already considered it. It won't work. The sample I studied was designed to take the place of a human immune system.
We've since refined it specifically for Jaffa physiology. The Tok'ra have been looking forward to an end to the Jaffa dependence on symbiotes for centuries. And we've been working on this Tritonin variant since you introduced us to the Pangarans. But it hasn't been tested.
But even if it does work, I mean, Teal'c and Braytac will become just as dependent on the Tritonin as the Pangarans.
Given time, we can solve that problem. But at least they'll be alive.
If I knew for a fact that this is what Teal'c wanted...
Janet, this could ultimately lead to freedom from Goa'uld oppression for all Jaffa. That's something Teal'c and Braytac want more than anything.
Do it.
Yes, sir.
Teal'c without Junior. That's a concept.
Hey, Teal.
Am I dreaming?
Not this time. It's late. Everyone's gone home for the night. Just wanted to make sure you're okay.
What of Braytac?
Braytac's fine.
You just tried to help a while, like...
Thanks to you.
And to you as well, I believe.
No, that was you.
Makes sense.
I don't know anyone that could have done what you did. You kept him alive for 3 days, without ever thinking about yourself. Every time you gave up your symbiote, you knew it might be for the last time.
This experience has been very different for me.
You better off till I have a...
It seemed so real.
Your mind took you where it needed to go to get you through this. I promise you this is real. You're just gonna have to trust me on that.
I'm gonna get this.
What'd you say you had? And go to sleep. When you wake up, everything is gonna be fine.
Is that a promise, Daniel Jackson?
That's a promise.
I knew this was a bad idea. Yes? Was the boss, right? Probably. I have school. for peace. I was gonna try to run the other way and close the door on his face. Oh no, not that time. Make sure your VR, make sure your menu shows up.
Wormhole's established. Malp is on the way.
Yeah, it's actually really.
What facility is this?
Some sort of research outpost. Database has very little information about it, other than whatever work was being done there was completed and the place was apparently abandoned.
Well, sounds promising.
We have MELP telemetry. Environmental sensors indicate viable life support. Visuals coming in now.
Put it on screen.
Maybe it never was abandoned.
Ancients?
I got one of their scanners.
Yeah, so do we. Just because they know how to use ancient technology doesn't mean that they're...
Speaking to whoever sent this machine to our home. If you intend us harm, proceed no further. But if you come in friendship, please know you're most welcome here.
Tuck that thing away. Told them we were friendly.
I'm friendly.
So thing set to stun?
Get the freak out!
Friendly.
I have a freaking kid.
You coming too?
Well, ancients or not, they are obviously an advanced society, and I would like to establish diplomatic relations with them immediately.
Yeah, you're the boss. Let's go.
What happened?
Make a U-turn?
No. This is the place. We're here.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Look,
So, not exactly like our gate room.
hello. We're the people who sent the machine to earlier. We come in friendship.
I am Neil. Welcome to his service.
That's invented the car.
Our destination is not much further. The High Council is eager to meet you.
How long have your people lived here?
We built this city thousands of years ago.
Well, you actually built it. You didn't just find it this way.
No.
And you've had no trouble with the Wraith?
No.
Any particular reason?
The Wraith do not concern us.
Ah, see? Didn't answer my question. I'm sorry, you didn't actually answer my question?
Oh, my.
How many people live here?
Millions.
Well, the power requirements for a city this size must be enormous. What, plus shielding from the Wraith, we're talking, what, 3 0-point modules, maybe 4? ZPMs, device that taps vast amounts of power from vacuum energy?
Oh, yes. We have many of those.
Exactly how many is many?
Exactly doesn't matter. Many is plenty.
Truthfully, I do not know the exact number. More than enough to suit our needs.
I assume that you built them yourselves?
Yes.
Yes.
You're slobbering.
Please. The council is waiting.
Well, we have our answer.
To what question?
Whether or not they're ancients.
In which case, I got a bone to pick with them.
Where did you come from?
We are explorers. We come from a world very far from here.
Really far. In fact, you can't get there from here.
How did you happen to discover us?
We came across an ancient outpost that listed this gate address in its database.
But no other information, I might add. Oddly, the database neglected to include any information on a society of millions of ancients, such as yourselves.
Why is that?
We are the last of those you refer to as ancients. We were once a race united in our pursuit of knowledge and enlightenment, but our paths diverged after a disagreement tore the fabric of that unity.
What kind of a disagreement?
Suffice it to say, they chose to disregard our counsel during a time of great conflict, and they suffered the consequences at the hands of a relentless enemy.
The Wraith.
We parted ways with our brothers and sisters and came here, where we have thrived for many thousands of years.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of thriving.
Amogus.
May I ask, what counsel did you offer that the others chose to disregard?
Our ancient brothers were arrogant, which led them to greatly underestimate the Wraith, an enemy inferior in intelligence, yes, but vastly superior in numbers and ruthlessness.
They wouldn't have been so outnumbered if you had helped.
There's that bone I wanted to pick at.
You said they were your brothers. Where we come from, we take care of our family.
What my friend is trying to say is there's still a lot of Wraith out there, and we could sure use your help fighting them.
Eradication of them is among our goals.
You mean you have a plan?
We do.
Great. Let's hear it. Your plan, I mean.
I doubt that you would be able to grasp its complexity and scope.
Fortunately, I'm very good with complexity.
And scope.
All you need to know is that one day soon the Wraith will exist no more.
All we need to know.
There are matters of importance for me to attend to. In the meantime, you are explorers and presumably in need of rest and sustenance. We've made arrangements for you to spend a short time among us.
He says the other ancients are arrogant?
I apologize if you felt Oberot was condescending in any way.
How about in every way?
It is difficult for him to see you as capable of understanding.
Yeah, well, how many PhDs does he have?
Niam, I was wondering, your people have been here for thousands of years?
Yes.
Well, in that time, most ancients we know have ascended.
You know of ascension?
Well, yes. In fact, we always thought that ancients were no longer around. That most of them evolved to the point of transforming into beings of pure energy.
This is true.
But I take it your people aren't interested?
Oh, ascension is the goal of many of us. But Oberot feels there is still much to do. We must become all that we can.
You don't agree with him, do you?
Your guest quarters are this way.
Must have been quite a serious falling out for the ancients to eliminate any reference to them in the entire database.
Unless they're lying.
You're innocent or not.
Might it not be possible that these people merely discovered the city, as you discovered Atlantis?
You'd be surprised. It don't seem very ancient-y to me.
Ancient-y?
Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
You think they could be deceiving us?
Taylor's right. Could have found the city the way it was, moved in years ago.
I feel they are hiding something.
Other than their plan to defeat the Wraiths.
There's no plan.
No.
It's a little...
I don't think so either.
Why would they say they had a plan if they don't have a plan?
They figured out a way to hide from the rest of the galaxy, including the Wraith, and they're happy to go on with their lives, just minding their own business.
Whoever they are.
I think that is what we need to find out. Thank you for taking the time to see me. I thought we might achieve more in a one-on-one meeting, leader to leader.
What is it you wish to achieve?
The establishment of diplomatic and trade relations between our people.
Trade? Do you really believe that you have anything of value to offer us?
It's possible, Oberoth. And there is only one way to find that out. But I do know that there is something you could offer us. That is assistance with our fight against the Wraith.
As I said before, we will commence our plan at a time of our choosing.
Would you at least consider sharing with us the tools so we could better protect ourselves until that time comes?
Tools, such as?
What we call zero-point modules. They're our power source. We are in urgent need of as many as you could spare.
Kill me.
Then am I to assume that this settlement of yours is of Lentian design?
Who did I shoot?
Yes. We discovered it on our travels. It was uninhabited, so we decided to establish a base there. But as I'm sure you know, sufficient shield generation requires tremendous amounts of power.
Where is this settlement of yours located?
It's on the outer edges of this galaxy, in an area teeming with Wraith hive ships, which is why we need the power modules.
We are unable to part with any of our power modules. Our energy needs require the use of all of them.
Or would you consider offering your city as a place of refuge to my people?
Many of our citizens are amused by the occasional visitor, such as yourselves, for a short time.
But not you.
The very idea of greater numbers over a protracted period of time is entirely out of the question.
Now, we have had some success fighting off the Wraith, and that has been with limited supplies and personnel. I truly believe that with your assistance, we might be able to...
I am unaccustomed to repeating myself. However, leader to leader, I will say this once again. We will eliminate the Wraith at a time of our choosing.
And you don't care how many of my people or anyone else dies while you make up your mind to act? You said earlier that your brother's greatest weakness was their arrogance. May I suggest it runs in the family?
I'm sorry you feel you must leave.
Yes, so am I.
Oberoth can be intractable.
Exactly the word I was looking for.
Unancienty?
Not that word either.
We will send you a message through the Stargate soon. Oh, hopefully this is just a stumbled beginning of it.
Lower your weapons.
How much lower would you like them?
Do you really wish to challenge us?
Yeah. Maybe the floor.
No, I thought you didn't want us here.
I don't. But you possess information that I simply must have.
I'll let you out. Can we be friends? Can we just be friends, please? Let me out.
That's so cute.
These trade negotiations can be real murky.
We need to find a way out of here.
Rodney?
Oh, this is
Well,
wholesome.
the cell is similar to ours. Is there something in the design that could offer a possible escape?
Icy Queen.
Are you serious? It's a jail cell.
Yes, I know.
Well, the only way out of here would be to first disable the force field around the bars, which is only accessible from the... outside?
brought you food.
Oh, thank God, I'm starving.
No, I can't think on an empty stomach.
Why are we being held here?
Oberroth wishes to speak to you further, and he feels he can no longer trust that you'll remain in your quarters.
He's right.
If he wants to talk to us, why doesn't he?
He will. Very soon.
That's nice. Isn't that nice? Here's a question. Who the hell are you people?
And don't tell us you're ancients. We know enough about them to know they would never treat people this way.
I am sorry about this, but I am certain once Oberroth has finished his discussions with you, you'll all be released unharmed.
I'm sorry, but all your credibility was removed when you locked us up.
You left us no choice.
Neither did you. You're the one we like, so don't take this personally.
What are you doing?
Preventing the jumper from communicating with the control room. Element of surprise.
Nice.
Go ahead, dial the gate.
Any sign of our new friends?
Still nothing. No unscheduled gate activity, nothing on the long-range sensors.
I think it's safe to say we made a clean getaway.
Either that or they're biding their time, waiting for the right moment to attack.
Well, we'll keep the security teams on alert just in case, but if they're able to come after us, I think they would have done so already. How is Rodney coming along with the database?
I'll go check up on him. Let's go.
I wonder how many other rogue ancients are still out there.
If they're anything like the Assurance, we're better off leaving them well enough alone.
And I stepped in it and killed him.
You bitch.
It's okay, thank you. You didn't die, since.
I don't trust you.
How's it going?